Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reading a book called George and Harold's Epic Comic Collection, Issue 1 or Volume 1. This is George Beard and Harold Hutchins. George is the kid on the left with the flat top and the tie. Harold is the one on the right with a bad haircut. Remember that now. George and Harold make comic books, and their favorite superhero is Captain Underpants. Tra-la-la! What no one realizes, because it's a secret, is that whenever George and Harold snap their fingers, their mean school principal, Mr. Krupp, turns into Captain Underpants. For real. And the comic book adventures they draw, kind of sort of come to life too. George and Harold created hundreds of Captain Underpants comics. This is a collection, some of their absolute favorite. The ones with the biggest baddies, the nastiest naysayers, and the fiercest fart monsters. That's a real thing. It's as smelly as it sounds. But don't take George and Harold's word for it. Turn the page to start reading the most epic comic collection ever and see for yourself. Captain Underpants and the Frenzy Fart Flabbiest. Story by George Beard. Pictures by Harold Hutchins. Once there was a skinny guy named Flabby, but he had a huge butt. He loved it. He saw people with small butts were missing out. No, you're missing out. We're having lots of fun. Flabulous. Even though Flabby was happy with his big butt, people made fun of him. They called him Flabulous. He liked that name and even got t-shirts made. But nobody bought them. T-shirts sale. Flabulous. They made him really mad, so he went around town and crushed all the t-shirt store. Then he even crashed Captain Underpants' favorite underwear store. And guess what? And guess who was inside the store? Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants tried to fight him, but he couldn't get past Flabby's big butt. You can't crash buildings, especially underwear stores. Yes, I can. I know what I'll do. I'll use my wedgie power. Captain Underpants pulled an extra pair of underwear, utility waistband. He needed to look for something bigger to give a Flabulous a wedgie. Luckily, there was an underwear factory nearby. Its flagpole had a huge pair of underwear. Captain Underpants was about to grab the underwear when Flabby made a big fart. Captain Underpants flew back to try again, but Flabby blasted him right through the panels of the comic book. Flabby didn't see him enter the next page, and Captain Underpants stuck Flabby in a huge smokestack in the factory. Flabby couldn't stop his fart. Finally, patoo! He launched into space and flew all the way to Uranus, where the aliens loved big butts, and Flabby was the biggest. He was like a king, and so he stayed there. The end. Here's another book, Captain Underpants and George and Harold, the heroic hammering of homework-headed horror. Once there was these two cool and super buff guys, George and Harold, who did not like homework at all. Neither did the other kid. Homework line here. So the very buff guys went back in time to stop homework from being made up in the first place. They landed in ancient Egypt, right in front of the pyramid, home of God homework. We are here to make you undo homework and junk. No, it's my thing. Then when the guy of homework turned into a Hydra monster with a bunch of heads, homework Hydra started to eat them. Luckily, Captain Underpants was also in ancient Egypt on vacation. He was looking for the bathroom. Both George and Harold were like, help and stuff. Captain Underpants zoomed up and punched the Hydra. Pow! He dropped buff George and Harold, who were all happy. I still need a bathroom. Hydra reached buff George and buff Harold, but Captain Underpants grabbed them just in time. Everything smashed together, and the Hydra got knocked out. Blam! KO! Blam! When he woke up, he couldn't remember anything, including that he ever thought up to the idea of homework. So, he didn't invent homework after all. Yay, we're the winners! I still need a bathroom. Tra-la, oops. The end. Another one. Oh yeah, just saying, everything I'm reading, I've watched the episodes. It's on Netflix if you have it. Captain Underpants and the Sinister Frights of Scaria Fang. Story by George Beard, pictures by Harold Hutchins. Once there was a strong female character named Scaria Fang. She was a know-it-all who sucked the joy out of everything. She was like, oh, you're so wrong, and you eat too much cheese and stuff. And one time the bat flew into the school and she goes, you don't fly right. The bat got all sad and cried, and then he bit her. He had canally bat venom and turned her into a vampire, which is like a vampire but sucks vim, aka joy, instead of blood. I'm Scaria Fang. I'm so sad I want to suck your joy. So she flew around school, biting funny bones and sucking joy. She got bigger and stronger until she busted out of school. Then, Captain Underpants was leaving the underground underwear house. I got underwear down here, the albino gator. The kids were crying and stuff. I took all their joy and I'll take yours. No, stop it or else nothing. Captain Underpants didn't want to drop all his new underwear, so he threw an albino gator at her. But it just stuck to her head. I'll clean the fresh. The albino gator is useless against me, so he threw all his new underwear at her, ninja style. Scaria looked like an underwear snowman, and the kids thought it was so funny, they lolled or laughed out loud like crazy. Captain Underpants was getting back their joy. There was so much laughing that Scaria laughed too. Stop! My joy tank is filling too fast. Scaria got so big and round, the kids could jump on her like a bounce house all day. Tra-la-la, the end! Yes, I think I saw this. Yeah, I saw this. Captain Underpants in the Quassalum Tranny Queen of Queen Tootenfot. Stop, Mummy! Once there was an annoying French teacher who was awful and really loved French stuff. Made all the kids talk French. Owie, owie! One day she took all the kids on a field trip in a bus and stuff. Yay, yay! They were all yay until they found it was a museum to see French junk. Lee boring. Lee knew. But first they had to walk through the mummy exhibit. The mummy was a Queen Tootenfot, an ancient Egyptian queen. The sign said, don't touch the mummy, but the teacher did anyway. Poot! And the mummy woke up and farted her mummy spirit into the teacher. And she made the teacher the mummy. Her face got all rotten and yucky. She scared all the kids. Groan, groan. Captain Underpants flew in. Stop, Mummy! I will eat you. I have to leave dinner with my mommy to come fight you, Mummy. The mummy attacked Captain Underpants, but could see she was kind of sad and stuff. Hey, she was in a box for a long time. She must be lonely. So he wrapped himself in toilet paper and made her think he was her boyfriend. You're so pretty. Groan, groan. He grabbed her hand. She was 1,000,000 years old, so it crushed it to dust. Now I'm mad and French. She attacked. He threw us all old stuff at Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants fell inside of a sarcophagus box. Tootenfot was going to eat Captain Underpants. Then someone hit her with a frying pan and knocked her out. Who did that? Why, that's my mummy. Yep, and it was. Captain Underpants' mom stopped Tootenfot and saved the day. Okay, maybe some of this was changed because this never happened in the episode. Why am I giving out spoilers? I won't do that again. Captain Underpants and the amazingly awesome avocado. Once there was a guy Texo who sold tacos. Hey, Texo's tacos. Scam! Then he had an idea to becoming richer by selling big food. Texo got a mega booster plant food and poured it on an avocado. And the avocado grew and grew till it was a giant and alive. It was so awesome. Texo named it Avocado Bro. All of Texo's customers loved Avocado Bro. I'm a giant talking avocado who serves what's not to like. Then Texo pushed his left forward and make a booster on a spicy taco. And the taco grew even bigger than Avocado Bro. Spicy taco, Texo's taco, what made a giant taco mean? Nobody's eating me, man. It crushed buses, shot fireballs at the mayor's pants, just as the mayor was about to give a medal to who? Captain Underpants, that's who. I'll save the day by eating that giant taco. When Captain Underpants tried to eat that giant taco, his face turned red and started crying and stuff. It's too spicy! But then Avocado Bro showed up to make an ultimate sacrifice. Eat me and I'll keep the tongue cool. Ah, yeah, because avocados do that. Captain Underpants was all sad and he had to eat his new friend to save the day, but he did. Then he flew super fast into Texo's giant taco, smashed it, kablam! His tongue stayed cool because of Avocado Bro. You were the coolest friend ever, Avocado Bro. The world was safe. From then on, every time Captain Underpants burped, he could taste his old friend Avocado Bro, and it made him smile. The end. Hooray! Oh, I saw this thing. Captain Underpants and the clueless clay losses. I should have clam feet. I should be a clam. Once there was a giant kid named Boo Hemuth. He was so huge he wore the size 47 shoes. So Bo bought clown stuff and tried to go to clown school, but he couldn't read the maps and ended up in NASA instead. Then his big shoe got caught in a rocket that was lifting off. I guess I'm going to space. Bo landed on the moon, and the Bigfoots that lived there were owie of his big feet. Are you a Bigfoot? Then Bo got hungry, and the moon is made of cheese, so Bo started eating it all. No, I want to be a clown. That made the Bigfoots mad, and they threw Bo all the way back to Earth. You gotta go, bro. Bo was still hungry, so he went to a school and found a ton of more cheese. More cheese for me! The cheese was really clay. So Bo turned into Clay Losses. Clay Losses still had his clown dream, so he chased the kids with a big bucket of confetti. Help! We hate regular clowns and clay. Monster Clown is even worse. Then Captain Underpants flew in. This clown's making friends, so this clown's going down. Yes, Ryman. Clay Losses chased Captain Underpants to one of those make-your-own-pizza places. When he dove to catch Captain Underpants, he missed and fell on the pizza oven. Ouch! I'm getting melted by pizza heat! Clay Losses melted on the road. Then a parade came with balloons and marching bands and elephants. And, of course, clowns. So even though Clay Losses couldn't make a big clown, at least was part of the parade with clowns. The end. Captain Underpants and the jaw-dropping Judge Jorts. Captain Underpants was also always saving the day from bad stuff. So he tried to fighting alone, but he wanted a sidekick. So bored. Help wanted, superhero sidekick needed. Luckily, a new hero would move to town. I'm Judge Jorts. Jorts stand for justice, order, right house, right tense technique, shorts. Captain Underpants and Judge Jorts teaming up was a big deal. I'm so ready to be a sidekick. It's up to notch. Tra-la-la, let's do it. Ooh-la-la news, bestie. And it was just in time because there was a new, very annoying bad guy in town called Whimpering Whiner. He whined so loud it made buildings blow up. I've got a list of complaints a million whines long, and we're about to hear every single one. He blew the buildings everywhere. Kaboom! I'm tired. I need a power adapter for my European hair dry. Wah! Captain Underpants flung underwear at the Whimpering Whiner. Take this, whiny dude. But Whimpering Whiner dodged them and whined extra high whines that knocked Captain Underpants down. Oh no, I'm so knocked out. So Judge Jorts had to save the day. Luckily, he was smart and as he was handsome and strong. I got your back, bro, cat bro. What do I do? He whipped up a giant rope shield that bounced all whiny whines back at Whimpering Whiner. Then, while Whimpering Whiner was dodging his own whines, Judge Jorts pulled out his giant gavel of justice and conked Whimpering Whiner with an energy whack. Order in the Jorts! Fist bump! Judge Jorts saved the day, and everyone was happy forever because Judge Jorts was so awesome and handsome and smart. The end. Captain Underpants and the troubling true tale of terrible Ted Turdsley. Oh, I know this. One time there was a kid named Ted Turdsley who sat in some pudding. All the kids called him Ted Turdsley because he looked like he pooped in his pants. Ted got mad and stayed mad for 20 years. Yeah, that is a long time. When he came back and played a special evil goblin of evil, it was so loud it wiped everyone's memory, so they would forget about Ted Turdsley. Then he made himself the principal and told him that he was cool like a champion jet skier trophy winner. Since everyone's brain was empty, they believed him. Nothing in there. Then Ted made them build a water park that he could only use. Luckily, Captain Underpants showed up. Not cool, man. I like slats, too. Ding dong ding. Ted played his evil gobsons of evil so loud it wiped Captain Underpants' memory and forgot him his powers. What, me? Powers? But Captain Underpants forgot that he could play the evil gospel of evil. So he tried and played it backward. It made everyone's memories come. Cool, partner, I remembered something. Then Captain Underpants put Ted in undie cuffs, and he muffled the mind-erasing evil gospel of evil forever with underwear. And he went down the slide 87 times until everyone's memories came back and they talked about old times. The end. Whee! Captain Underpants and the fantastic Freedom Flood. Once there was an evil fat cat, top hat, and a monocle named Crupsley P. Whiskeron 3, etc., who owned all the money and coins. He was so greedy he wanted all the money times infinity. So he made the kids work in a hot factory to make dumb stuff like lawn furniture and taxes because everyone knows you can charge a ton of money for that dumb stuff. This is terrible. Luckily, Captain Underpants came to the rescue. Kids shouldn't be working, factory working. They should be like running around playing trumpet. So he went to punch Cresply Pete Whiskerant the three, but he couldn't because Crupsley was so a cute cat, and heroes couldn't hurt cute things. So Captain Underpants was stumped, and he noticed how much the kids sweated. They're sweating like a lot. So he used his super flying speed to fly in circles so fast it turned their sweat into a sweatinum. The sweat-nami broke the walls and washed all the factory to sweet freedom. That's the freedom trumpet. Then the kids made Crupsley pay them back by putting him into a cat videos where he falls off counters, snuggles with a rhino, and the videos got the kids rich. And they used the money for good things like building roads and bridges and hospitals and playgrounds and roller coasters and trumpet practicing room and ice cream combat arenas. Freedom! The end. Captain Underpants and the Smartsy Fartsy. There was a mad scientist who didn't like grr, who was mad like grr, but he was mad like a duck who thinks he's attractive. Get it? Anyways, he worked alone, which was lonely, and he ended up talking to his farts a lot. Hi. The one day he had an infinity. That's when you realize something life-changing, and you're like, whoa. So he turned one of his farts from a stinker into a thinker, and he named it Smartsy Fartsy. The scientists talked to Smartsy Fartsy about the smart stuff, like atomic molecule junk Voltaire and his disappointing childhood, blah 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 blah. But the mad scientist was in for a way crazy surprise. Smartsy Fartsy wasn't all that smart because farts are made of beans and snake and brisbane and egg and all that smart. Nutrition facts. Serving size 100, 50%, 10%, 200%, 6%, 30,000% duck. So that's why Smartsy Fartsy, who was big rude fart cloud monster who decided to terrorize the town. The townspeople were mad at Smartsy. Someone stop that fart, I can't breathe. Choke, choke. Duh, me like mailboxes. That's when Captain Underpants flew in. Tra-la-la! Captain Underpants tried to punch Smartsy Fartsy away, but it turns out you can't punch a fart. Swoop! Smartsy Fartsy got all mad and tried to stink blast Captain Underpants into space. But Captain Underpants got it together. Not today, Toots. He realized he could blow Smarty Fartsy with a super breath, which he had just developed. Wow, whoosh, it's super! It worked. Everyone could breathe again. They were all happy, except for Mad Scientist, who was still lonely. So Captain Underpants promised they could hang out every other Tuesday and maybe go blowing if there's not too much traffic. I mean bowling. Sniff, 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 sniff. The end. Captain Underpants and the Toxic Tooth Fairy. Everybody knows the Tooth Fairy who flies around at night and trades teeth for money, which is weird, but okay. The Tooth Fairy had a little brother named Tooth Fairy, and he was mean. Instead of collecting teeth, he flew around at night, swiping people's farts to build a super fart bomb. It's not true, of course. He took all the farts and left everybody fartless. All the kids were sad because they loved farting and making funny noises. We miss our fart. Captain Underpants flew in to cheer up the kids with balloon animals, but he could only make snakes, which are just balloons. That made the kids sad. Sorry, couldn't get into clown college. So he decided to hunt down the Tooth Fairy and said, "Ta-la-la." Captain Underpants found the Tooth Fairy. "Stop stealing farts. You're too late. My super fart bomb is about to go off for global farticity. And we'll never tell you what's on top of the Eiffel Tower in France, Europe. That's a secret." 1 hour later. "Ha ha ha, I figured out your sneaky puzzle." Captain Underpants flew to the top of the Eiffel Tower to stop the bomb. He opened it up to cut the red wire. So Captain Underpants had to make the ultimate sacrifice and fly into space to get the super fart bomb away from Earth. He just made it when the bomb went off. Its super stinky explosion blasted him all the way back to Earth. Luckily, he landed on a pile of lame balloon animals and he was safe. And the balloon animals got twisted into funny hats for the kids. The end. Sergeant Boxers and the Reckless Robot Teachers. One time, these mean robots kicked all of the teachers out and took over the school. Beep, boop, we are robots and we do not like humans. It was a real drag because robots are mean and they really like math. Now, do math. I don't want to do math too now. Me too. A new superhero called Sergeant Boxer showed up, ready to fight and save the day. "What's going on in here? Help, help, help. Here comes my fist. Let's do this. Beep, boop, beep, bop, burp, borp." Upset Sergeant Boxer couldn't land any punches because he was bad at heroing. Then the robot bonked him on the head and knocked him out. Bonk. Later, Sergeant Boxer woke up with his wallet missing. "I've been robbed," robot said. This is a problem. I've got to learn how to be a hero. So he canceled his credit cards and called Hero Helpline. And guess who answered? Captain Underpants. Tra-la-la! Captain Underpants gave Sergeant Boxers a crash course in waistband welfare. Then they practiced wedgies, obstacle courses, and a squat thrusts and living volcanoes and other hero stuff. But Sergeant Boxer still didn't get how to be heroes, so they did wind sprints and worked together with a heavy bag, peeled potatoes, cleaned toilets with a toothbrush, and did sharks sparring until finally Sergeant Boxers got it. "I've got it." Sergeant Boxers fired with his boxer bazooka. He blasted those bots to Backers Field, which is basically the end of the earth. Bang! Sergeant Boxer was finally a hero and not lying to himself anymore. Hero graduate. The end. Captain Underpants and the Misfarts. Misfarts. One day, the principal booked a trip to the jungle because he loved pythons. But when he got there, Monkey stole his map. The principal fell down off the cliff into a river of piranhas all over the waterfall until he was lost and stuck in a volcano. Luckily, the principal had a waterproof satellite phone, and he called Captain Underpants. "I'm lost in a jungle and volcano. Please save me." And the phone batteries went dead because that's dramatic. Anyways, Captain Underpants heard enough and flew to the jungle, but the monkeys stole his map, and Captain Underpants got crazy, lost, and stuck in a volcano too with lava gators. Captain Underpants activated his emergency beacon, and the signal reached the Misfarts, aka the Mega Incredible Search Force Action Rescue Team Squad. Misfarts. There was Thinks, the smart one, and Thumps, the strong one, and Winks, the grizzled vet, and Code, the gizmo one. And there were some other ones too, but they went to the bathroom. So, the Thinks made a plan. The Misfarts went to the jungle in a hover jet tank boost scooter rocket. And Thumps jumped into the volcano and punched the lava gators. "My fists are burning!" And Code cooled the lava with a laser lava cooler thing that he built. And the Misfarts rescued the principal and Captain Underpants from the volcano because they were a team of cool kids who did the impossible thing. Because they were a team and cool, don't you wish you could be one? Yeah. The end. Captain Underpants and the Queen Zombie. Once there was a teacher named Miss Begotten who had a beehive hairdo. Teacher Begotten. Miss Begotten's beehive hairdo started attracting killer bees. They moved in, put up a hair is where the home is sign over there. Put up a sign over their door and threw a hair warming party. It turns out that the killer bees are kind of stingy, and Miss Begotten didn't like them living in their hair too. "Stop bugging me, you insect buzzkills." But the killer bees had different plans. "Wrong answer, lady." And they stung her like crazy to send her a message. Miss Begotten got stung much. She turned into the Queen Zombie. She wanted to make zombies with 2 E's, using her zombie honey. "I'll make you undead, bees, and you will serve me as zombies with 2 E's." Everyone was all, "We don't want to be your zombies with 2 E's. We don't want, but we like honey. We're crossroads." But when Captain Underpants dropped from the sky, tra-la-la's flying up when they noticed people at a crossroads. "So what's up?" Everyone told him what was up. Luckily, Captain Underpants knew what to do. "Let's eat honey." And Queen Zombie laughed, more like buzz buzz, because she only spoke B and B, and thought that Captain Underpants was falling in their bee trap and turning into a zombie with 2 E's. But Captain Underpants super loved honey, so he ate it on and got crazy fat down so big, and he didn't become a zombie with 2 E's because he has a super stomach. Captain Underpants tried to fly away, but he was over his maximum launch weight. So he fell on Queen Zombie and said she was trapped under his big fat butt forever. Or until he burned all of those calories with spinning classes and low carbs. Buzz. The end. This is a lot of stories I'm reading. I don't even remember how much stories I read, but you might be counting. Okay. This scientist guy wanted to write a dinosaur book, so he went to the time machine, store, rented a time machine, and zapped back to dinosaur times. When he got there, he met the scientist met a dinosaur named Diddlysaurus who loved to play pranks. Diddlysaurus wanted to borrow the time machine, but the scientist wouldn't let him. So Diddly pulled the old, hey look, what's that over there and stuff, prank, and stole the time machine anyway. Diddly went to ancient Egypt and turned the pyramids upside down. And he went to King Arthur's court and tied their shoelaces together. Finally, he got to now and switched out all the ham with balloons. But when Captain Underpants was there, he'd ordered ham and cheese sandwich. Not to think, Diddly's prank was funny. I don't want balloon and cheese sandwich. You've crossed the line, tra-la lizard. Let's get slappy. Captain Underpants pulled out a bunch of underwear and tied them into an underwhip. Then it was like on Mastodon, Tidy Whitey versus Taily Whaley. Wapush. Diddly smacked Captain Underpants with his tail back into the snack bar, and Captain Underpants smashed into the Frizzly slush bucket machine. But Diddly got real close. Captain Underpants blasted the Frizzly slush bucket machine and stopped him cold. Glorp. Diddly was frozen ice and slid all the way down the hill. Then he floated away in a river to nowhere. Tra-la-la, the end. Captain Underpants and the Crocobat Butt Earthfly Conundrum Blunder. Recess is a time for fun, running and jumping, and also being careful. So don't scrape your knee, so you don't skin your knee or bonk your head, because that's definitely not fun. But one day there was a smart kid who loved science and hated fun. His name was Nelvin. I love science. Stop the fun! Then Nelvin built a machine that could combine two different things into one totally awesome new thing. He combined crocodiles and bats in order to make crocobats. They ruined Recess, swooping around with their fangs. Luckily, Captain Underpants was flying by. I'm afraid of crocodiles and bats, but for some reason, crocobats are fine. He swooped and twirled some undies so fast that he opened a wedgie wormhole. Wah 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 wah! Yeehaw! And he herded the crocobats into a wedgie wormhole like Crocobat Cowboy, but without cows. Welcome to Far Away. And they went somewhere else. Far away, the end, or is it? You see, the kids were so happy they wanted to celebrate, especially some kids named George and Harold, who may be inspired by actual persons and events. Yay! George and Harold stole Nelvin's machine in order to celebrate. They combined butts and flies to make butterflies, because that's equality comedy right there. Even though the butterflies were hilarious, they were also dangerous and crazy. These things are dangerous and crazy. Everyone hid in the cafeteria. Phew, we're safe because we closed the doors. But the butterflies ate through the walls like hungry lawnmowers. We were wrong. Luckily, again, Captain Underpants stopped the butterflies too. Wham! Slank! Horse jokey! Still, there's nothing to worry about if everybody keeps a cool head and doesn't lose it. So George and Harold were sorry, even though it was Nelvin's machine. They felt bad, so they got everyone ice cream. And everyone forgave them and didn't hand them over to the butt monsters. The end. For real this time. Captain Underpants and the Catastrophe Cloggernaut featuring Plunge Arena. Once there was a ball game at this big ball game stadium where the fans went to the bathroom. All the toilets were clogged. We've got to go, it's an emergency. And a deep voice said, ha ha, it's too bad. Mwah ha ha ha. Suddenly, a hulky, muscly clog came out of the pipes. I'm Cloggernaut, and nothing can stop me from clogging stuff. He went on clogging spree. He clogged the field, the peanut guy, and the overpriced souvenir stand where they sell all those expensive foam fingers. Luckily, Captain Underpants was in the booth calling the big game, even though no one asked him to. Then he saw Cloggernaut and told him to stop clogging things. They're ruining the big game. The Cloggernaut opened a can of whoop clog on Captain Underpants and knocked him out. Meanwhile, the fans still really had to use the bathroom. Hey, hurry up, you still gotta go, you. Then a relief hero with plunger claws took the mountain. I'm Plungerina and you're going down the drain. She plunged Cloggernaut until he was as small as a baseball. Wumpa wumpa. Squash. And Plungerina pitched Cloggernaut to Captain Underpants. And Captain Underpants knocked Cloggernaut out of the park. Captain Underpants rounded the bases and ran up to Plungerina. Hey Plungerina, wanna be on my undie team? I suppose. So Captain Underpants poured a jug of sports drink on her to celebrate, even though no one likes that. Plungerina plunge-whacked him. Then everyone went to the bathroom. The end. Captain Underpants and the corrupt Caesarless Sneezer. One day, Captain Underpants was at a pizza place called Go Big or Go Rome Pizza, and he went to the bathroom to wash his hands. Accidentally, his locket with a picture of his dad accidentally fell in the toilet. Dad! So Captain Underpants dove in to save it. What he didn't know was that it was a time toilet and he transported to ancient Rome. Dad, stay where you are. I'll find you. Captain Underpants flew around Rome, searching for his locket everywhere. Just then, Emperor Julius Caesar rode by one of those couches on sticks and saw Captain Underpants. You're jacked, yo. My new best gladiator. And Captain Underpants didn't want to be a gladiator. I'm a napper, not a fighter. That made Caesar so mad he fell on his couch into a cauldron of 5 alarmed Roman chili and chariot alligators were making. The chili was so spicy it turned Julius Caesar into nose monster seriously Crulius Caesar. Roar, growl, nose, noise. And no one says no to the noise. Glob, the nose. Glob. Sneezer fired an actual snot rocket at Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants punched the rocket into space. Plank. Then he shoved his undies that he had into Sneezer's jaw. The undies plugged the Sneezer's big nose big time. I can't breathe, I give up. So they made peace and ate the 5-alarm Roman chili. Then Captain Underpants found his locket in the bowl and wept because he loved his dad, but also the chili was spicy. My locket! I'm so happy I could cry. No wait, that's just the spicy. Then the Captain Underpants asked the Romans how to get home. Do you guys where I can find a time toilet? What's a toilet? Oh no, the end. Captain Underpants and the Time Tailies turned a tub of bump. It was dump day and the town was having a sweet party at the dump, where there were shady carnival rides and games and snake jousting, a battle of bands. It was a blast and loud enough to raise the dead, which it did. because Harry O'Dump's final resting place was the dump, and his ghost woke up. "What is this noise? The jet engines are made of gibbons." They saw people eating caramel burgers and garbage skiing and arm wrestling rats, and that made him angry. "Why are you kicking it? Live at your dump. It's for trash, not parties." He asked the people to take the noise down a notch, and what did they say? "No way, Gramps, it's the dump day." So Horatio raised his ghost arms and trashed the pile onto him until he was a huge trash monster, and he started using trash fists to throw trash everywhere. "Now I'm Tub-a-Dump, and ye will learn to respect the trash." Okay, Captain Underpants was nearby digging through a pile of garbage because he lost his keys again, when Tub-a-Dump hit him in the head with a lawn chair. "Hey, the hubba-hub Tub-a-Dump, bub? How'd you know my name?" "I read the last page," which is this page. Then Captain Underpants pulled out some extra L large undies and briefs, and bagged Tub-a-Dump in Connie Stoffins. But Tub-a-Dump broke free because trash is sharp, you need a double brief. Then Captain Underpants saw a teetering trash mountain behind Tub-a-Dump, and he shouted real loud to start a trash-a-lanch. "Trash-a-lanch!" It worked. The trash-a-lanch buried Tub-a-Dump, and the ghost rose at attack again. But Captain Underpants brought him a fried gum on a stick. He won at him a fish, because they became dumb friends. Best friends. The end. Captain Underpants and the Deadly Doom Dome. One time, Mr. Captain Underpants went to the mall to get a new Punt Force Mama album because that was his favorite brand. Suddenly, this cool dude with a sweet mustache came up to him. "Want to go to the Punt Force Mama concert? They gave me the free tickets at the oil place. Tralla, lay it on me." Everybody went to "This Isn't a Trap Dome," which sounds suspicious, but nobody noticed because they were so psyched and sweet concerned concert. When they got in the dome, the door slammed shut because it was totally a trap. The cool dude turned into Mr. Distrungle, a cranky villain who built the Doom Dome to be evil. Captain Underpants was shocked. "You went to a lot of trouble to be evil." Then Dr. Distrungle grabbed Punt Force's Mama's lead singer, Screechy Kunkles, and ran off. Captain Underpants chased them, but Dr. Distrungle set a bunch of traps. Meanius, guy trap, sprawling in your steps a trap, Stoofy stairs a sting, Dowsy draughts that use a band merch as a bait. But Captain Underpants brought a U-game because underwear. He was all zigzag and flip-flop and on another. And man, these stairs need a bath. And that's Jacket's way overpriced. And he beat the traps because that's what heroes do. But Dr. Distrungle had one more trick up his sleeve. The only way out of this dome is to press this red button. So Captain Underpants pressed it. I should have made that harder. The Dr. Distrungle released Screechy Knuckles and the band played all their hits, both of them. I'd buy a t-shirt if I wore shorts, but he doesn't. The end. Captain Underpants and the Nightmarish Nano Zero. Once there was a bad nanobot named Nano Zero who was tiny, like dollhouse furniture tiny. He was the boss of a nanobot gang, destroying stuff like taco trucks and gluten stores and horse spas. But because he was so tiny, no one could see him. Did a ghost just blow that up? Then Nano Zero's gang snuck into the President of Earth's brain and took it over and made him evil. Big is bad. Who needs doctors? I'm canceling the space program. So the Vice President of Earth activated the Captain Underpants single dome. This had better be important because I was sledding. Earth is where I sled on it. And Captain Underpants arrived. You've got to go into the President of Earth's brain and to save Earth. So Captain Underpants, the Earth's top scientist, put Captain Underpants in a huge clothes dryer on high heat to shrink him, and he flew into the president's brain through his ear. Long before, Captain Underpants found Nano Zero at the brain steering wheel. But Nano Zero could use Nano Judo to flip Captain Underpants on the ground. And the other Nano guys crowded the Nanotize him. That's when Captain Underpants couldn't stop humming a tune that had been stuck in his head all day. The annoying tune was so annoying it made Nano Zero and all the other nanobots exploded. Then the Captain Underpants straight back to normal like a sweater. And the President of Earth was so happy he made sledding day a holiday, but not for schools. The end. Finally, all those stories are done. So, I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, comment your opinion, and give a thumbs up. I'll see you in our next video. Bye!